Hello students, welcome to Sri Jayendra's Ring Zone classes. I'm your friend and mentor for coming classes with respect to physics. This is lecture number 4 of the unit electric charges and fields. So let's begin with this. Today we will discuss about the electric field. So let's start. In previous classes we have learned about the charges, properties of charges, then we have moved to over the Coulomb's law. We learn how the questions can be solved, and at last we have been discuss about the concept of null point, that it is a location from where net force on an object could be a zero. So now let's begin with the electric field. First question is, what is field? Have you seen the bar magnet? Have you seen it? Yes. Let's say it is a one kind of bar magnet. This is north pole of a bar magnet and this is south pole of a bar magnet. This is another bar magnet that we have used. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. You might have observed that when we place a bar magnet over a certain place, it can create an imaginary lines of attraction, because a magnet can only attract. It can create a certain imaginary line of attraction on an a in an area around the magnet, and that area over which there is an influence of attraction by a bar magnet, that area is known as a field of a bar magnet, that we call as a magnetic field. Now here we are interested into discussion of electric field. So what it would be, let's suppose we have considered a one charge and it's a positive charge. So we can say that it is a certain area around the charge. Let's say this, it's an area around this charge on which this charge can apply a force of attraction or repulsion. This area or this region can be said as the electric field of this charge. So let's say this is the positive charge and I have put up certain positive charge here. As we know, two positive charges will repel each other. Two positive charges will repel each other. So this charge will be having a force of repulsion. Let's say, suppose we have put up here a negative of charge. Let's say we have put up a negative charge. So this charge is positive, this charge is negative, and this will attract each other. So what I mean here is, if a pole charge can attract or repel at that place, we can say this charges are within the region of an electric field that has been provided by this positive charges. Yes, did you understand what is electric field? Okay, let's move to the next slide. Now we are going to discuss about the electric field that we always call as an electric field intensity. So what we mean by intensity, it is the measure of the strength of an electric field. That we know what is electric field, but by somehow we need to calculate that field, and that's why we have a certain relations and certain set of rules. What are they? Let's look. We know that electric intensity at any point in an electric field, it is the force acting on a unit positive charge. Mind well, this is a unit positive charge, so it would be an plus q naught placed at that point. Sometimes this unit positive charge we call as a test charge. It is a test charge. So what is it intensity? What is electric intensity? We say that it is a force acting on a unit positive charge placed at that point. Mathematically we can write like this: electric field or electric intensity, it is equals to F by Q naught, while Q naught is the test charge. It must be always a positive, and it must be having a value of 1. As I know, field is a vector quantity. Any field you take, Here it is an electric field, it is a vector quantity. In fourth unit you will come across the magnetic field, even it is a vector quantity. So remember one thing at here only, every field every field is a vector quantity. It's SI unit. Unit of force, it's a Newton. Unit of charge, it's a Coulomb. So SI unit is Newton per Coulomb. And even we can write as an voltage per meter. You will be having this relation, E is equals to minus of dV by dr. This is the relation. You will go through this in second unit, but here only understanding purpose and for unitary purposes, you just remember this: E is equals to minus of dV by dr, where V is the voltage and R is the distance. So remember this, it's a volt per meter. The dimensions, I have written it a Newton per Coulomb. Newton, it's a kg meter per second square. It's an m1 l1 t minus 2, and Coulomb, it is I1 t1. So if I solve this, this would be the dimensional formula of electric field. Yes, able to understand? Can we move to the next? Okay, let's go. Next, expression for electric field intensity due to a point charge. Let's say we have been placed a plus q charge, and I am interested in finding out electric field due to q. So what I need to do is, please understand the basics. What I need to do is, let's say this, due to this point charge at this point, at point P, which is far away by the distance r, I need to find out electric field due to this. So what I need to do is, at place where I require an electric field, I need to put up a staged charge over there. Now answer me, what is the property of staged charge? First, it should be a positive only. Second, it should be a very small as compared to the charge due to which we are supposed to find out the electric field. So I should say this q naught, that is a test charge, must be much smaller as compared to the q, and distance between these two is the r, and we can say nr, it is the vector or unit vector from A to B. So I need to find out the electric field. I need to find out the electric field due to charge q. At this point I have put up the charge q naught. Now first find out force between these two charges, what it would be. So I can write that this F is equals to K, that we write as in 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Do you remember the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught? What it would be? What it would be? Yes, some of you is getting. Yes, it's a 9 into 10 to the power 9. Very good. Multiplied by first charge of a first body multiplied by charge of a second body, divide by square of the distance between these two, multiplied by unit vector. This is the force acting between these two. Now what you need to do is, to find out the electric field, you need to divide your force by a test charge. You cannot divide this by any charge. Please remember this thing. You need to divide this by a test charge only, which is a q naught. So this is the vectorial representation of electric field due to point charge. If I am supposed to be interested in magnitude only, I am talking about the magnitude only, then I should write it as an E is equals to K multiplied by charge due to which you want to find out the electric field, divide by square of the distance between charge and that point where, from where or at where you require electric field. This is magnitude of electric intensity, or we rather say it as an electric field. Clear? So what we are supposed to do is, at a place where you require electric field, put up a test charge. That test charge would be very smaller. Now you need to find out a force between charge, it's a we call as a source charge, of which electric field is required. you need to apply a Coulomb's law between force charge and taste charge, which can be calculated as F is equals to K multiplied by charge of a first body multiplied by charge of a second body divided by square of the distance between these two. And then to find out the electric field, you need to divide that force by a taste charge. Can you get this? Is it clear? Okay, so let's find out certain MCQs. Let's do it quickly. First, they ask us the unit of electric field intensity. Now, what is electric field? It's an F by Q. The unit of force, Newton. Unit of charge, it's in Coulomb. So, Newton per Coulomb is a correct answer. Next, let's look at this. E is equals to minus of dV by dr. This is dV, it's in voltage. Dr, it's a meter. So, it's a volt per meter. Even this is correct. So my correct answer should be both A and B, as this both are correct. Yes, have you done it correctly? Very good. Let's move to the next. Which type of quantity is electric field intensity? Scalar, vector, tensor. It's in vector. All the fields are always a vector. All the fields are always a vector. Do remember this thing. Next, electric field intensity is also represented as, okay, what is the formula of electric field? It's an F by Q. Yes, it's an F by Q, so it can be represented as F by Q. Yes, let's move to the next. Electric field due to a system of charges. If there are more than two charges, 2 3 4 and something like that, then I need to find out the electric field. How could I do it? Let's solve the numericals and find it out. Suppose we have been asked that this is plus Q and this is point P. This distance is R. Another charge, that is 2Q. Their separation is R. And I need to find out electric field at point P. But before we start this, let's remember the standard formula. The standard formula of electric field for a point charge. I should write K multiplied by charge due to which electric field is required, divide by square of the distance between these 2 points. This is the standard formula. E is equals to KQ by R square. Always remember this, and we are going to use this. So let's look at this. Now let's say we are giving a number. This is first charge, this is second charge. I need to find out electric field at point P due to both. So what I need to do is, at a very first step, at a location where I require a field, I need to put up a taste charge. This is plus Q naught. Yes, now let's go with the magnitude only. Let's suppose this is E1. So I need to find out an electric field at point P due to charge 1, which is having a Q value. So I need to write as in K multiplied by charge Q divided by square of the distance between these two. So this is E1 is equals to KQ by R square. Now let's find out the magnitude. Let's find out the magnitude due to second charge, which I should say as an E2. It's an K multiplied by charge, it's an 2Q divided by separation, this is R square. Yes, can you do this? Now as field is a vector quantity, only magnitude will not be help. I require the direction as well. So which term would give me a direction? I can find out the force between these two. This charge, I can find out the force between this charge Q and this charge Q naught. Both are positive in nature. So they will repel each other. So when they repel each other, direction of electric field due to first charge would be in this direction. Can you get it? How could I find the direction? Let's repeat. When and when I need to find out the direction due to any charges of electric field, I just check the directions of the force applied on this. Q is the positive, my taste charge is always positive. As both the charges are positive, they will repel each other. So direction of E1 would be in this direction. Now let's look at the direction of second charge. It's a 2q. Here this is positive charge plus 2q. Q naught is always a positive. Both are positive. Will they attract or repel? Yes, they will repel each other. So when it repels each other, this will move in this direction, and this is direction of E2. As we know, both are having a different directions. Both are having a different direction. So what I should write is E net is equals to E2 minus E1. E2 is the 2kq by r square. E1 is the kq by r square. So the things that remain is the kq by r square. This is the net electric field. This is the net electric field. Yes, understand? Any queries? Any query? No? Okay. Let's move through the key point regarding direction of electric field. Let's say a plus q charge is there, and I need to find out a electric field at distance d. Then I should write as E is equals to kq by r square, that you know. Now what is the direction of this charge? So what I know is that to find out the direction I need to put up a taste charge, and this will repel each other. So direction of electric field would be this. Yes. So I can always remember that for positive charges, direction of electric field is radially outward. Direction of electric field is radially outward. Let's say what happens with minus of charge. It's a negative charge. This is distance r, and at this point you require an electric field. What you will do, you will put up a taste charge. Its magnitude would be k q by r square, that we know. Now what about the direction? This will attract each other. So for negative charge, electric field is radially inward. Remember this. If you wish, I can repeat it. This is plus charge. So for the positive charges, direction of electric field is radially outward, moving outward. For the negative charge, it should be radially inward. For the negative charge, it should be a radially inward, and for positive charge, it would radially outward. This will help us to make our calculation faster. So let's move to the next question. Let's find it out. Suppose this is plus q. I require an electric field at this point. This is separation r. This is, let's say, minus of q. Charge is minus of q. Even the separation is r. Okay. And I require an electric field at point P. I require electric field at point P. So what should be my procedure? I need to give them numbers. Let's say this is first, this is second. Now let's find it out. First the magnitude E1, what it would be. Our standard relation says it's a k multiplied by charge divided by square of the distance. This is r square. Yes. What would be the electric field due to charge 2? According to the standard relations, it is k multiplied by q divided by square of the distance. This is r square. So our half of the task has been done. We have done up till the magnitude. Now what about the directions? So we know that when and when a positive charge is there, when positive charge is there, The direction of electric field is radially outward, so this is radially outward. Yes. Okay, so this is even. Whatever be the negative charges would be there, whatever, when negative charges would be there, the direction of electric field is radially inward. This is E2. Even you can assume this in this way. Look at this. This is the second approach. Whichever suits you, you can practice with it. This is P. So what you need to do is you need to put a dummy charge or a test charge, what rather we say. This is plus Q, this is plus Q naught. This will repel each other. So this is E1. This is plus Q naught, this is minus Q. This will attract each other. This is E2. Yes. So both are the same thing. Rather you remember the for the positive charge, it will be a radially outward, and negative charge radially inward, or you just put up a test charge at every position where electric field is required, and then you just add them up according to the vectors. Yes, here vec both are the vectors are having the same directions, and when they are having the same direction, you need to add them up. This is E1 plus E2, so this is equals to 2kq divided by r square. Does it clear? Yes. So let's do a second numerical or next numerical very quickly. Now a square is given having dimensions a by a. You require electric field at this point. Here it is given plus q. Here it is given plus q. Here it is given plus q. And you need to find out the electric field. You need to find out the electric field at point P. If you have practiced numericals on Coulomb's law, this will be very easy for you. Okay, let's look. Let's giving a number first, second, and third. Now let's look at this. This is a, this is a, so this must be a. So if I draw this a diagonal distance, what it would be? This is Pythagoras, so this would be a root of 2a. So if I write first, my first task would be always to calculate magnitude. So if I write magnitude due to first charge E1, then it would be a k multiplied by q divided by root of 2a whole square. So this is equals to k q by 2a square. This is even. What would be the E2? It is k q divided by square of the distance a square. What would be the E3? It would be in this distance. This is again a, this is equals to k q by a square. So again this distance would be a e1 e2 e3 that we have calculated. So we have done up to the magnitude. Now it's a time for what? Direction. Yes. So what I can write is for magnet e1, I can put up a one test charge over here. I can put up a one test charge over. Direction of e1 would be in this direction, radially outward. Remember the what? Direction of E2 in this direction, it is radially outward, E2, and direction of E3 in this direction, this is E3, this is E3. Yes. Now how can I do it? How can I do this? Let's do this in the next slide. So this is the situation. Here this is E1, here this is E1, uh, this is E3, and this is E2. Here it is Q, Q, and Q, and dimensions are a by a. So now if you just look at this tree, E3 and E2 having an angle of 90 degree, both are having the same magnitude. E2 equals to E3, it was kq by a square. So if I take a resultant of this two only, E net, then I can write 2 into E into cos of theta by 2. Have you remember this? For the force I have written, it is a 2 into F into cos of theta by 2. So for the electric field I can write as a 2 into E into cos theta by 2. So this is 2 into E into cos 90 by 2, cos 45, and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So this is root 2, this is 2, this is root 2. So it would be an root 2 multiplied by kq by a square. And the direction of this resultant is this, E resultant or E net. Now even a direction of E1, even a direction of E1 is in this direction. So what we are having is, this is E net, this one, and this is E1. As both are in the same direction, both are in the same direction, my final answer E final would be E net plus E1. So E net would be, E net would be root 2 kq by a square plus E1, what it would be, it would be kq by 2a square. Now if you wish, or options have been provided like this, you can simplify this, kq by a square, this is root 2 plus 1 by 2. Got it? Are you clear with this? Yes? Any problem? Are you clear with this? Are you sure? Okay, let's move to the next numerical. Equilateral triangle is given, and here the charge is plus q, here the charge is minus q. Separation is a, this is a, this is a. You require an electric field at point P. What you should do, and what you are thinking, what can we do this? This is number one, this is number two. What should be our first step? Tell me, what should be the first step? Yes, it is to find out the magnitude. So to find out the magnitude, let's find out even what it would be. What it would be, it should be an k q divided by a square. Now magnitude of second charge, it's an E2. What should I write? It is a k q divided by a square. So we have written E1 and E2. Now it's a turn of direction. Yes, how could I find out the direction? You can put up a positive taste charge over here and can show the directions. So this is positive charge, this is also a positive charge, so this will move in this direction. This is E1, this is a positive charge, this is a negative charge, so this will attract this, so this is E2. So our E net would be in this direction, our E net would be in this direction. Now as I said, this is equilateral triangle, so when it is an equilateral triangle, this should be 60, this should be 60, even this should be an 60. So when this 3 are 60, then this 3 are of 60, this angle should be of 120 degree, this angle should be of 120 degree. So we have situation like this, one vector here, other vector here, they are having an angle of 120 degree, and both are having the same magnitude, both vectors are having a same magnitude. This is E1, this is E2. So I can write E net, that should be is equals to 2 into E into cos of theta by 2. So that can be 2 into E into cos 120 by 2, it is a cos 60. So this is 2 into E into cos 60, what it would be, it's an half. This 2 had gone, and the final answer would be a kq by a square. Final answer would be kq by a square. Got it? Yes? Is it easy? Yes, very easy. So let's move to the next numerical. Let's move. Suppose you have been given a charge is plus q plus q plus q plus q. These four charges are there, and this sides are 2a by 2a. You need to find out, You need to find out the electric field at center point, at point P. So they have asked that find out electric field at point P. Have you this have you seen this situation before as well? Did you remember this? Yes, some of you might know this, that it is the same situation, but at that point of time a certain charge were given and they find the electric force. Here they are about to know electric field. What could I do this? So let's assume this as an x. It will make our calculation very easy. This all are the x. Now give this a number: first, second, third, fourth. What will be the magnitude of this forces? Magnitude of, rather I should say, electric field due to each charge. I should write like this: it is a kq by x square. What about E2? It is the same. What about the E3? It is a kq by x square. So it would be equals to E3, it would be equals to E4. So all the electric fields are equal. Yes. Now when all the electric fields are equal, let's find out the directions. How could I find it out? Directions. Yes. This is plus q. I should put I should put up a positive test charge over here. So this is the direction of electric field E1. This is the direction of electric field E3. This is the direction of electric field E2, and this is the direction of electric field E4. So the situation would be something like this. This is E4, this is E2, this is E1, and this is E3. E1 and E3 both are in opposite directions. Yes, but they are having the same magnitude, so they will cancel out each other. E2 and E4 both are having the same directions, and again they are having the same direction. Oh, so they are having the same magnitude but opposite in direction. So net electric field would be a zero. Yes, even a net electric force were the zero. Yes, did you remember this? Yes. One more approach can be applied is E net would be equals to F net divided by Q naught. If you have remembered F net, you can simply put this Q by U naught, and this would be a 0. That's it. This is what only required. Yes, but for that you must remember this, that when the situation would be look like this, F net would be 0. Why? Because all the forces are having the same magnitude, all the forces are having the same magnitude, and all the forces are opposite in directions. Would it be okay? So let's try it down. One more question like that only. It's an equilateral triangle. Charges are plus q plus q plus q. Sorry. And at this point electric field is required. So what should I do? Let's do it very quickly, in a very quick manner. This is first, this is second, this is third. So electric field due to first, in this direction this is E1. Electric field due to second, in this direction, and electric field due to this, in this direction. This is E1, E2, E3. E1 equals to E2 equals to E3. This three having the same magnitude. This three having the same magnitude, but resultant of E1 and E2, where it would be? It would be in this direction. This is E resultant, will cancel out E3. So E net would be a 0. So E net would be a 0. Yes. So are you able to understand this, all these things? Is there any query? Is there? No? So let's move to the next concept that we have already done, that we have already did in 1 second, that we have already done with this. It's an electric field due to a system of charges. Yes. So when multiple charges are there, when multiple charges are there, what we need to do is, we need to just calculate electric field due to each charges. We need to calculate electric field due to each charges. And when I can calculate electric field due to each charges, when I can calculate electric field due to each charges, I can just add them. But mind well, this addition would be based on the vector addition. As electric field is a vector quantity, I need to do this a vector addition. So am I okay with this? Yes. Can you understand all these things? Can you understand all these things? Okay, now let's find out a point where net electric field will be a zero. Suppose this is given, this is plus q, this is plus 4q, and let's say this is 10 meter. You require a point at which net electric field will be zero. You require a point at which net electric field will be a zero. Now, did you remember the concept of null point? What was it? They said that when two charges are of same polarity, here even that is the case, this is plus q, this is plus 4q, then you will find a null point on the line connecting these two charges. Let's say I will find a null point at this point P. So what should I write? It's an x. So if it is an x, that should be 10 minus x. Yes. Did you remember this? Now what you need to do is, you need to just find out the magnitude due to both. So first E1, it would be an kq by x square. E2, it is a k multiplied by 4q divided by 10 minus x whole square. As you know that net electric field would be a 0. It is your data, so E net, this should be a 0. Now let's check it out the directions. Let's say this is first, this is second. So direction of E1 would be in this direction, at is it is radially outward. This is plus 4q, so direction would be this. So this is E1, this is E2. Yes. Did you remember this? Did you remember this? Any problem with this? No. Let's move on. So this is E1, this is E2. So I should write it is an E2 minus E1, and that would be equals to 0. So when these two are equal, net resultant would be a 0. So let's write it down. It's an k multiplied by 4q divided by 10 minus x whole square, and that should be is equals to E1, that is a k multiplied by q divided by x square. Let's try to solve this. K would be gone, Q would be gone, so the remembering parts, it's an 4x square should be is equals to 10 minus x whole square. Yes, what I said at that point is, do not ever expand this, but take a square root of this. So 4x square, it would be as, while taking a square root, it is 2x. This is equals to 10 minus x. So I can write as 2x plus x, that should be equals to 10. 3x equals to 10, and while I write 3x equals to 10, I can find it out, x equals to 10 by 3 meter from charge q. It is the location where you find net electric charge would be a 0. Yes. Interested in one more question? Let's look at this. Question number 2 of this kind. This is minus of 2q. This is minus of 6q. The distance is 20 meter. And you need to find out location at which net electric field will be 0. You need to find out this. Can you do it by yourself? Can you? Okay, let's begin. Let's suppose I find out the net electric field 0 at this point. Both are having the same polarity. Look at this. This is minus 2q. This is minus 6q. This is minus 2q. This is minus 6q. Both are of negative polarity. So when these two charges are having same nature, I would find the null point. I would find the null point at a location that it should be a line connecting two charges. It should be a between the line connecting two charges. I am not talking about the midpoint. I am just talking about the any point that, but that must be on the line that connects two charges when and when charges are of same polarity. So let's say this is x and this is 20 minus x. Now find out the magnitude of electric field due to both. This is k multiplied by 2q divided by x square. Magnitude of 2, it's a k multiplied by 6q divided by 20 minus of x whole square. Find out the direction of both. This is minus 2q. When and when I need to find out electric field here, I will just put up a test charge. So this is minus, this is plus, this will attract, so this is even, this is minus, this is plus, so this will attract. It is E2. I know that I required an E net that would be equals to 0, as both are having a opposite direction, so I should write it as an E2 minus E1. I should write it as an E2 minus E1, and when I write E2 minus E1, so E2 equals to E1. Now let's just solve this. K into 2q divided by x square, that should be is equals to k multiplied by 6q divided by 20 minus x whole square. This k gone. 2q 3 is a 6q. So this is 3x square should be is equals to 20 minus x whole square. So this is root 3 of x should be equals to 20 minus x. So this is root 3x plus x should be equals to 20, and root 3 plus 1, if I take a common, this is equals to 20. So x equals to 20 divided by root 3 plus 1 meter from minus 2q charges. Yes, what was your answer? Is it the same? Well done. Keep going. Next question. Next question. Let's say this is plus 4q charge. This is minus q charge. Both are having a separation of 10 meter. Again, the question remain the same. You need to find location at which net electric field will be 0. Now look at this. One charge is positive, other charge is negative. So what were you doing while finding out the null point in this kind of cases? One is positive, another is negative. So what you need to do is, first you need to find out which charge is having smaller magnitude. I repeat, which charge is having smaller magnitude. As I can see, this is a q only, this is 4q, so this one is the smaller. So null point would be available next to the charge having smaller magnitude at this location. And let's say distance is x. Let's say this distance is x. Now you need to find out electric field due to both at point P. So when I write E1, that should be is equals to K multiplied by 4Q divided by X square. When I write E2, it is a K multiplied by Q divided by, I made a mistake here. Yes, it would be a K multiplied by 4Q divided by 10 plus X whole square. Sorry. And the distance between these two, E2, it is a K into Q divided by X square. Now I need to just find out the direction due to this two. Which are the direction? This is plus 4Q. Here I will put plus Q naught taste charge. So direction of electric field E1, it would be in positive X direction. This is minus Q. This is minus Q. This taste charge is positive. So this will attract each other. This is E2. So both are having opposite direction. Both are having an opposite direction, and what I required E nat is 0. So let's write E2 equals to E1. So let's put a value that's in KQ by X square. That should be equals to K multiplied by 4Q divided by 10 plus X whole square. Solve this. This is 4. So that should be 4x square should be is equals to 10 plus x whole square. Take a square root. 2x equals to 10 plus x. 2x minus x, so x equals to 10. But remember this 10 is starting from Q. So sometimes what they do is they ask the distance from 4Q. So if it is here from this, it is the 10 meter, from plus minus Q charges, then the distance from the plus 4Q charges is 20 meter. You should not make a mistake that once you go through the option, you just show it is a 10 and you just tick it. Don't do it. Once you calculate this, go through the options very carefully. Check it out whether they have been given in an option from Q or 4Q. If they have given in from minus of Q, it would be in 10 meter. If they have given an answer from the plus 4Q, it would be in 20 meter. Sometimes in NEET examinations, what they are doing is they just write it down as a first option, that 10 meter from the minus Q. They would just write down the second option as an 20 meter plus from plus 4Q. They will write third question, random third answer, any random answer, let's say 30 meter from the charge plus 4Q, and fourth option as 1 and 2 both. So what you made a mistake is, first you would be in very hurry. So you are going to calculate x equals to 10. Go through the options. In very first option you will find that minus Q, and it would be an 10 meter from minus Q. You would be happier and tick it and move to the next question. But you should go through each and every option, because first option is correct, that is absolutely correct, but even second is correct because it is a 20 meter plus from plus 4Q. So the situation would be, the correct answer should be fourth, both 1 and 2. Got it? So please calculate it thoroughly and go through options as well. This is the same situation in J. In this year, a certain set of questions have asked about this, that find out the electric field, find out the location at which electric field will be a 0. So only this kind of questions have been asked in JEE and NEET. You need to focus on this, you need to practice on this. Let's move to the one more question. Do it yourself as well, do it fast. Let's say this is charge 2Q, this is charge minus 6Q. The separation between this is 10 meter. You need to find the location at which net electric field will be 0. So look at this. This is plus 2q. This is minus 6q. Both charges are of opposite polarity. One is positive, another is negative. So when one is positive and another is negative, you need to find out which one is smaller magnitude of charge. I said smaller magnitude of charge. This is 2, this is 6. So this one is the smaller. Do not apply your brain. No, no, sir. Minus 6 is much less as compared to 2. Minus only represents the nature. Minus only represents the nature we are talking about, and we are interested about the magnitude only. So this is 2q, this is minus 6q. What I should do is I need to find out the smaller one. It is a 2q. I need to put up a point P here, and I need to write a distance x here. Next task, quickly write down the magnitude. Electric field due to first charge, it is k multiplied by 2q divided by x square. Electric field due to second charge, it is a k multiplied by 6q divided by 10 plus x whole square. Now find out the directions. For 2q, it would be in this direction because of radially outward. For minus 6q, it would be a radially inward. So this is E2. Now I know E net should be equals to 0, and when E net equals to 0, E2 must be equals to E1. So put up the value. It's in k multiplied by 6q divided by 10 plus x whole square should be is equals to k multiplied by 2q divided by x square. So this k gone. 2q 3s are 6q. So this is equals to 3x square should be equals to 10 plus x whole square. If I take a square root on both the sides, this is root 3x should be is equals to 10 plus x. So I should write as a root 3x minus of x should be equals to 10. So x into bracket root 3 minus 1 should be 10, and x should be is equals to 10 by root 3 minus 1 meter. This is from 2q charge. This is from 2q charge. Got it? So will you able to solve this kind of questions? Yes? Any difficulties? Any difficulties? No? Okay. Let's log off here. So what we have discussed up till now is what is electric field, what are the directions of electric field. If I have been asked to find out the electric field due to point charge at certain locations, now I can find it out. We have also discussed about the null point at which electric field is 0. Yes, so do one thing, you just practice this kind of questions of electric field. Yes, practice will make you perfect. Okay, let's shut it down. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.